We play and call it work.
MiniWarGamer Dave here from MiniWarGaming.com, here with Desmond. Welcome, Wargamers, to Dave Learns Maggotkin. This is episode 13. Yes. And this is the time where I'm going to fight the Beasts of Chaos. The reason why I had to look is because the first time I'm fighting them, I never fought the Beast of Chaos before, which is really awesome. Plus, I've never brought a battalion in the Maggotkin army, and 1,500 points. I believe this is the first 1,500 point battle that I'm doing, experimenting with. So we're just going to jump in and see all this new stuff for me. And if you're following along and if you're learning Maggotkin along with me, we shall learn together. Let's take a look at the armies. You're looking at 1,500 points of Maggotkin. The battalion in my army is the Blight Cyst, which consists of the Lord of Blights and 3 units of Putrid Blight Kings. Here's my Blight Cyst right there with the Lord of Blights. I have one 10-man unit of Putrid Blight Kings and 2 5-man units of Putrid Blight Kings. The Lord of Blights is the general in my army. He is equipped with the Rustfang, which allows a subtraction of 1 from save rolls for an enemy unit within 3 inches of him at the start of the combat phase, and that happens for the rest of the battle. But I can't choose the unit more than once, which is okay. I mean, I suppose that's good. For his command trait, I am using Loaded with Corruption, which states that when he is wounded, I roll a dice, and on a 4-up, the unit that attacked him suffers a mortal wound. And that's for each wound that is inflicted on him. So that's pretty good, too. It's like, shame on you for wounding me. Bringing a behemoth in my army, the Maggotkin. And I had 80 points left over, so I'm bringing a chariot with the Nurgle keyword. Blades of Putrefaction is the spell that my Maggotkin will have, in addition to the ones that are built in. And that's 1,500 points of Maggotkin. I suppose I should mention what the battalion is, and that is the Blight Cyst, which affects the Putrid Blight Kings and the Lord of Blights, and it basically gives them a Ren characteristic of -1, which is pretty sweet. Also, enemy units don't receive any benefit of cover in the combat phase. Also, the Lord of Blight's ability, the Munificent Bounty ability, applies to all Putrid Blight King units within 3 of him, instead of just only 1 unit. So all 3 of these Putrid Blight King units are able to have the shooting attack that the Lord of Blights gives them, which is pretty sweet, because I'm not used to having Nurgle having shooting attacks. Alright, Desmond, what you got?
We got 1,430 points of Beasts of Chaos, which allows me to bring 1 additional command point this game. Forgot to mention, I am also taking the All-Herd. That helps.
I'm also going to point out that this is Desmond's first game with these Beasts of Chaos, and so please go easy on the comments. In fact, if you guys want to make suggestions or anything like that in the comments, they will be very helpful.
This here is my general, the Doom Bull. He is taking the Rugged Hide trait, which is worse than the rend characteristic of attacks that target this general by 1 to a minimum. And this is just a Beast Lord hero. And here we got Shaggy, the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. So 2 squads of 3 Doom Bulls here. Nope, Bulgors. And this is a Gorgon. We got 2 of those.
One there and one there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared of those guys. I don't know what they do, but they look scary.
A squad of Dragon Ogres, a 10-man squad of Ungors, and a 10-man squad of Bestigors, and a Herdstone to round it out. And that's 1,430 points of Beasts of Chaos.
Today's mission will be from the open war deck. Here's the deployment for our armies. It looks like a old school Dawn of War. The Comet is our objective. Roll a dice at the start of the 3rd battle round after determining who has the first turn. Place an objective as close as possible to the center of the corresponding location shown on the map below. The player that controls the objective at the end of the 5th battle round wins the battle. And our twist is meeting battle. So we're going to split our army up into 3 contingents. No one contingent can consist of more than half of the units that our whole army has. And then we basically just bring them on in turns 1, 2, and 3, all of our contingents. And that actually works out really well, considering that the objective is the comet, and at the end of the third battle round, we're going to see where the comet lands. So,
Pretty spicy.
yeah, it's a good way of putting it. I have 115 wounds in my army. You have 110.
That's correct.
Therefore, Desmond gets a ruse, which I do not know, and you guys don't know, and you guys may or may not find out what it is if it comes into play. We shall see. Apple of corn! My first contingent consists of the Chaos Chariot and 5-man unit of Putrid Blight Kings. Over here we have the Bestigors and the Ungors. I'm going to remember them because they're clean.
There's also a Beast Lord.
Oh!
I know, it's very hard to see.
He was hidden in there with his long hair.
Incognito.
Okay, so he's also there. So that is your contingent.
That's my first contingent.
I finished my drops first, therefore I have decided to go first. Looking at the battlefield, here we have your shrine.
Yeah, Hearthstone.
Your Herdstone. Okay, and that is in your deployment zone. And my Feculent Gnarlmaw is placed right there in the middle of the battlefield. That was done before deployment zones were chosen. Beginning of the first battle round here, Maggotkin, and we're going to roll for the Cycle of Corruption. Getting a 5, which is the Nauseous Revulsion roll wound rolls of 6 or more for attacks made by enemy units in the combat phase.
Okay.
That's if we make it into combat with each other, which if we do, Korn will be very happy, therefore that is a success.
Yeah, not liking that.
Rolling for contagion points, I have 3 for having units in my own deployment zone, 1 for not having any of your units in my deployment zone, and I get D3 additional for that Feculent Gnarlmaw, which does not have any enemy units within 3 inches of it. I get 2 extra ones for a total of 6 contagion points. I will bank them. So for my command phase, I will do nothing. For my movement, I'm not going to move. I have no shooting, and I'm not in range to assault you. So it looks like it's your turn.
Okay.
I just wanted to do that to bank my contagion points. That's why I chose first
It
turn.
makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, we're way too far away from each other, and we have nothing on the board right now. I think it's unwise. I think Korn even thinks it's unwise to go up. He doesn't want to go up, run in the middle of the board, and be lonely. He wants to go up there and meet people, because he's very sociable. Beasts of Chaos, in the hero phase, you're not going to do anything.
Nope.
So you're going to go straight to the movement phase, and you're moving your Bestigors up.
That's right.
And they worship Korn.
They do.
Therefore, I want to see them in battle. I like these guys already. They're friends. They're long-lost friends. The Beast Lord will also move up.
Gonna keep up with his friends there?
Got to keep up with the Korn. Does he also worship Korn?
He does.
I also like him. And your Ungors.
Ungors.
They're also going to move up.
Yeah.
Close to my Feculent Gnarlmaw. Not within 3 inches of it,
Not within
though.
3 inches, unfortunately.
Yeah, because they could get a mortal wound for that.
Yeah. I could run.
Possibly.
I could run, but I'm gonna stay back for now.
Stay back.
Just to, turn 2 will be a.
Just to show they're not Korn?
They're corn. They're corn.
And that is the end of the movement. You can do nothing else, so we will roll to see who gets to choose to go first in the second battle round. All right, here we go. I'm going to roll. Roll. Getting a 3, you get a 4. I win ties. We didn't find. You got a higher miss. So you can choose who goes first in the second battle round.
You can go first.
I get. Okay, thank you. I will accept this gift of chaos. Cycle of Corruption moves is up to the Rampant Disease. So it says at the start of your hero phase, which is right now, pick D3 different enemy units. And within 12 inches of each other, each enemy unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. Good thing for me, that's all 3 units. So let's start with him. He's a Beast Lord?
Beast Lord, yeah.
Okay. D3 mortal wounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1. Okay, not too bad. Jay winks at us. Now for your Bestigors. D3! Oh, come on, Jay! You lose a guy. Now for the Ungors. Oh, that's 3. 3 Ungors. Now, good thing for them, they're within 6 of your Hearthstone.
Yep.
Therefore, you don't have to make any Battle Shock. Ah, I wish I had something like that. Not taking guys away from Battle Shock, not very Korn of them. Just gonna say. Also of note, because it's the second battle round, Now you have to be wholly within 12 inches to benefit from the no battle shock tests. And it's wholly within?
It is wholly within.
Okay. Contagion points. I have 6 right now. I have another 4 added to that because of reasons. And now D3 for the Feculent Gnarl Maw. Getting an additional 1. Okay, Jay, that's the last time we're using this dice. Spending 7 of my 11 contagion points, going down to 4 for another Feculent Gnarl Maw, which I'm placing within 12 inches of this current Feculent Gnarl Maw and outside of 9 inches away from your Bestigors. And more than an inch away from this terrain feature. I gotta say that too, because that is a rule. And I verbalize all this so that I remember. It's really for me, it's my purposes. And it's for you too, in case you didn't know. And it's for you guys who are learning along with me. In the hero phase, I will do nothing, and I will bank my command points, which means I have a total of 2 now. And I'm going to go ahead and move these, going on to the movement phase. I'm going to move these Putrid Blight Kings. Heck, I'll run them. That's fine too. Oh, wait. If I do that, though, then you'll be able to move, run, and possibly assault me. So I'm just going to stay right here. And the reason why is because it's a lone unit, and I'm going to bring in my second contingent really soon, and I'm going to make it so they're supported by their brothers, and they're happy to see them after a long-lost reunion. On that note, I'm going to move my chariot, though. So I'm going to Don't Spare the Lash, which allows them to move an additional 6d6 inches. So, okay, Jay, we talked about this. That's not right. Come on. Since I'm moving them, I might as well run them as well. So here's the die. Okay, 3 inch. Something else other than a 1. Moves a total of 12 inches. Kind of more-ish in that direction. It is now the end of my movement phase. I'm going to bring on my second contingent. My second contingent consists of a unit of 5-man Putrid Blight Kings and the Lord of Blights, and I've placed them beside the other unit of Putrid Blight Kings on this side of the battlefield, just zooming out just to give you a more aerial view of what's going on. I'm coming this way, and my plan, I'm gonna give away my secret. My plan is to move up here for anticipation, not move too quickly though, because you got your Ungors there that they're not afraid of, let's face it, but they don't want to be unnecessarily spoken to, because they're kind of, at this stage in the game, they're a little bit snobby, with snot all over them because they're Nurgle. But they do want to make it up there eventually, because I don't know where the comet's going to fall. They're kind of close to the middle, close to this side, they're kind of close-ish around there. Beast of Chaos turn 2, so you're going to skip the command phase, bank your command point, because you got nothing that you want to do, so going on to the movement phase. Going to move the Bestigors.
Yes.
They're
They're going to run, yeah.
Okay.
6 plus 1.
6 plus 1, 2 inches?
Yes. Yes. I forgot about that.
Did you just say yes?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Meaning that 6 plus 1 equals 2 inches, or 6 plus 2 inches, because you get plus 1 to your run.
Yeah.
That's how I understood it to mean. Thanks to your trusty dusty banner there, that's what allows you to go the extra inch when you run.
Beasts.
The Beast Lord now, he's going to be running. Whoa! He goes much faster than those Bestigors.
But he's going to go the same.
Tempted to call him Beastigors.
Beastigors, yeah. I mean, Beast of Chaos, right?
Running the Ungors. And now there's 6!
Wow.
Hello, Dice. What are you doing to me? Why do you betray? And where are they in relation to me? I'm over here. Ooh, I feel kind of chilly on this board. Do you feel I feel cold.
It's a little chilly.
A little bit.
It's
We need
frosty.
some fire from Corn. Can
Oh,
Corn
don't worry.
please?
There'll be fire.
Will they come out? The end of your movement phase, you got your Bulgors. You have Doombull, and then you have another unit of Bulgors, and then you have your Gorgon.
Yes.
And so that is your second contingent. Now let's see where they are in relation to my guys. They are within 9 inches. Oh wait, hold on. That Gorgon has to be replaced because he's outside 9 inches.
Oh, right, for the deployment.
Yeah,
Yes.
these guys are fine.
Yep.
After shimmying them around a bit, looks like they're all in their proper distance away from everybody. So they're more than 9 away from my deployment zone, and they're within 9 of a table edge. So there they are right there. And here are my Putrid Blight Kings with my Lord of Blights. And it looks like we're going to have a good battle over here at some point in time during the game. Wouldn't it be funny if the comet landed over there? Because then it just made it so those guys are kind of just like looking around. Now it's shooting, which you have none of, and then combat, which you're not in range of. So we're going to roll to see who chooses to go first in the third battle round. 3. I will choose to go first. Beginning of Maggotkin turn 3 here. Battle round 3, we have Cycle of Corruption, which means that the corrupted regrowth Nurgle units heal D3 wounds at the start of their hero phase. I don't have any wounded units, so that is redundancy of the fecundity. For contagion points, I'm going to roll D3 for this Feculent Gnarl Maw, plus my 4. So that's, okay, there you go. That's a 7. Now for this one, I don't get any additional contagion points for this Feculent Gnarl Maw, because you're within 3 inches of me. But you do suffer a mortal wound on the roll of a 4+. Which you do. So one of these guys goes. But because you're within 18 inches now of your Herd Stone, you don't have to make any sort of battle shock test at the end of this battle round because of the Herd Stone. That must be nice. I mean, I gotta say. I mean, that's pretty cool. And he took off the guy in the back. I chose to spend another 7 contagion points on another Feculent Gnarl Maw. Because I have a hero there, I've placed this Maw within 12 of him. I am more than 9 inches away from your Ungors and your Bulgors. Look at that, I remember the name of them.
Just all the gores.
It's a lot of gory stuff there. I'm not going to spend any command points, so I'm going to bank it again, having 3 command points now. Now moving on to the movement phase. I'm going to move these Putrid Blight Kings up in the movement phase. I'm not going to run them, even though I have a Feculent Gnarl Maw there, because if I run out and I'm out in the open, then your guys are going to get me.
Maybe.
Yeah, and I don't want them to get the Alpha Strike because you got a lot of heavy support behind you. But because I'm within range of my Lord of Blights, he gives them the Munificent Bounty Death's Head shooting ability, which is pretty great. So I'm going to use those to shoot your Ungors. Over here with my chariot, I'm going to go ahead and move my chariot, and I'm going to Don't Spare the Lash. Getting a 2, and I'm also going to run them. Getting a 3. So 5 plus my 8, 13 inches. End of my movement phase, and bringing on my last contingent, we have the Maggotkin and the last 10-man unit of Putrid Blight Kings. Now, in retrospect, I really should have brought my Maggotkin and my 10-man Putrid Blight King unit on the second turn. And the reason why is because I would have used his command ability, which allows him to give +1 attacks to all melee weapons for units within 14 inches of him. Because I could have given it to my Putrid Blight Kings. And I'm looking at those Bestigors, and you're within range to run and charge and assault me. They can run and assault me because of their banner. So really should have done that, but I didn't. But the fact that I'm verbalizing right now makes it burn more in my brain. So I'm saying it to myself just so I learn it. No more for movement. Going on to the shooting phase, I'm going to use the Lord of Blights here, his Thrice Ripened Death's Head. I'm going to target your Ungors with that. I get 1 attack, and it hits on a 3. That's a miss. Now for his Munificent Body Death's Head. That hits on a 4. That... yeah. And because of who he is, the Munificent Bounty, he's going to allow the Putrid Blight Kings to throw those 2, the Munificent Bounty Death's Heads, at the Ungors. So we have this many shots. It's going to be hitting on 4s, getting 3, and I'm wounding on 3s. 3 wounds. 6 up save against shooting attacks. Getting a 1! 6, of course, but 2 die. And because of the battalion, the Munificent Bounty applies to all Putrid Blight King units within 3 of my Lord of Blights. So there is 1 Putrid Blight King in range to throw a Munificent Bounty Death Head at the Ungors as well. So hitting on a 4, that's a miss. It looks like that's it for me. Maggotkin has a shooting attack, but he's too far. My Putrid Blight Kings need 10 inches to charge you. I might as well try. They're going to try to charge the Ungors. Well, they're just going to roll and see. And they get a 9. It looks like they weren't quite meant to make it into combat this round.
So close.
However, they do have a Sonorous Toxin, which means they add 1 to their charge rolls, which means they exactly make it in. And I'll go to the my phase where I'm just going to pile in and attack you. So I'm just going to go bang, 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 bang. rolling to hit you here. There are 3 attacks apiece. It's going to be awesome. So on any 6s, they are d6 hits instead of the 6 regular hit. So here we go. Future Blight Kings hitting you on 3s. Getting 1 6. So I'll roll how many hits that d6 is. Okay, well that's good. Wounding you on 3s. That's pretty decent. -1 rend, but you're 5 up save in combat, so you still have a 6 up save. You have 10 wounds.
They're dead.
And they are dead. No battle shock needed. Going on to your turn now. Beast of Chaos turn 3. Again, you will do nothing for your hero phase.
That's correct.
So banking your command point for a total of 4.
For 4, yes.
Because you started with 1 at the beginning of the game. And moving your models, your Bulgors.
Yes. So, going to actually do something in the hero phase, I'm going to use my ruse.
The ruse, okay. What is the ruse?
Play this card in your hero phase to set 1 terrain feature within 3 inches of a friendly model on fire. For the rest of the battle, any models that end their movement phase either in or on the terrain feature are slain.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So, you're choosing this terrain piece?
Yes.
Okay, so I have to end my movement phase. You or me, actually.
Mm-hmm. In or on the terrain feature, and we kill ourselves.
Why would we ever do that?
I don't know, maybe we're just quacking crazy, you know?
Alright.
I said I would set something on fire, and I did.
You're not lying! Wow, you were actually telling the truth when you said that!
Mm-hmm. Going to move this squad of Bulgors, unit of Bulgors.
Jessica.
Moving the Gorgon 8 inches.
The Gorgon, moving 8! Very corn of him.
Yeah.
So
Doom
these
Bull.
guys cannot run in charge, correct?
They cannot run
Which
in
is why
charge.
they're only moving?
That's right.
Oh, I see. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Bestigors, gonna move and run?
Yes. 3 + 1.
Yes. Your Beast Lord will move 6. And run 1.
Yep. 1 7.
Not +1 though, because no banner for him.
No banner. And I think that's it for.
This is okay. We're poised for battle here. Really good. End of your movement phase. You have deployed your 3rd contingent, which consists of your 2nd Gorgon, your Dragon Ogres, and your Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. And they are all within 9 inches of your deployment. Because they're on your side of the battlefield here, close to your Herdstone.
Yeah.
And just showing where they are in relation to everything else, that's where they are. So, looking at the Herdstone rules, if I'm within range of this Herdstone aura, subtract 1 from my save rolls for attacks. So that's actually a pretty big deal. Now that's something that we both are learning.
Yeah.
So next time I won't go into the 18-inch bubble of the Herdstone, because now if these Blight Kings are attacked, they're going to have -1 to their save. No shooting, so we're going on to the charge phase, starting with the Bulgars there. I guess you're going to roll and declare. And 9. +1, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so you're 10 inch, so you can choose. You can choose these guys over here, or you can choose the Blight Kings in front of you.
I think I'll choose.
And there, like so. The Gorgon's going to attempt to charge in. I say attempt because he's going to fail. Oh, no, he's going to probably get it. Because it's 8 and I want him to get it because Korn wants it. Look at this. He is. And he just makes it in. And Doom Bull. You're going to try to get him. You need an 11 to get something.
Nope.
And he fails. What about these Bulgors?
Sure, they'll try.
Okay. Making a 7.
Which is 8.
Which is 8. Oh, you will see. So they don't quite make it.
No.
Now the Bestigors over here on this side, looking at this Chaos Chariot. They get a 6, and that is enough.
Yes.
Look at this, all nice and cozy. Now for the assault, starting with the Gorgon! This is cool, because I've never seen this either.
Yeah.
Even though I'm being assaulted right now.
So.
Starting with his Butchering Blades, you have 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. Oh!
No.
Only 1 hit! Wounding on 3s.
Please.
Oh, wow. Oh, whoa, that's where the head hits the arm, and ouch. Oh. So what has to happen here is my Blight King's got to go in. Oh, well, you still have another attack.
I do have another.
You have another attack.
Yeah.
One attack with his huge slavering maw. It is a 4 to hit, and oh, that's a hit. And what are you to wound?
2.
You're 2 to wound. Don't get a 1. Oh. So it's -1 rend for that, but because I'm within 18 of your Hearthstone, it's another -1. So I am a 6-up save. Come on! Nope, didn't make it. D6 damage. 4.
That's enough to. Oh, but disgustingly resilient.
There is disgustingly resilient. Although you just said the phrase disgustingly resilient, and I really wish that these putrid Blight Kings had it, they don't have it.
That is surprising.
Yeah, they need their you know, they're the one guy to give it to them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is his name? Come on, what is it?
Lord Afflictions?
No, it's something like of decay. Yeah. Harbinger of Decay, that's what it is. Yeah. So, but they don't have that. So they, you know what? I'm gonna put those on the model in the unit that has 5 wounds.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pile in my guys here. Now for my blighted weapons here, okay? Hitting on 3s, and I'm looking for those 6s. I'm looking for the 6s, and I get 3 6s. Here's the 3d6 additional hits here, and that's 10 additional.
Yep.
Now I am wounding you on 3s. So there's 10 wounds I went through. Now because of their battalion, it's -1 rend. So you're 5 to 6 save now.
Yep.
You're a 6-up save. Made 3.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 6 wounds.
Okay. Okay.
Did I say 6? I actually meant 7. Because that's very nurgly of me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you're going to take off the drummer?
Yeah.
It's too bad I didn't get 8 wounds. I would have taken out 2 of these Bulgors. And your banner gives them +1 pile-in.
Yes.
So they're 4-inch pile-in, so you get the... I think it'll give you an extra guy in combat there. Bestigors are going to be using their Despoiler axes. Now, because of their bestial charge, they get +1 attack when they charge. So they're 3 attacks each. There are 8 there. There's 24 plus 1 extra one because of your champion beast there. So 25 in total. You are hitting on 4s. 3s to wound. Ooh.
Ooh.
Your Despoiler axes are -1 rend, so my 4 becomes a 5-up save. Let's see if I can make a whole bunch of these. I only make 4. Which means you inflicted 7 wounds. It was exactly the amount that you need to kill him. And so Cord is happy. I love it. Congratulations. I love my life. The Bulgor is attacking the putrid Blight Kings, starting with the Bulgor horns, because that would probably be the first thing that hits as you charge into combat. There's 4 attacks there, and you're hitting on 4s.
Yes.
Wounding on 4s,
Nope.
They don't do anything. And now for your great axes, because they are equipped with great axes, you have 5 attacks there because the Bloodkine has an extra attack. Hitting on 4s. Oh, what?
Oh my.
What? Okay, you're wounding on 3s. Let's see if you do something here, because if you do, you just outright wound me, because you're -2 rend.
This is important.
Yeah, so that's 2 wounds. So your unmodified roll of 6 causes a mortal wound in addition to regular damage, for a total of 7 damage, because you're -2 rend, plus you're -1 to my save because I'm within range of your Hearthstone, so that's -3, which means my 4-up save is nothing. So that kills my leader. That kills another one, and I'm going to put 2 more wounds on the guy on the end there for a total of 7 wounds. My leader only had 1 wound left. Battle Shock, because I got nothing else to attack with. I don't need to make any rolls because my bravery from 8 goes down to 6, but if I roll a 6, I'm still good. And you, though, need to make a Battle Shock. No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Because you get +1 because of your banner.
I get +2 because of the banner.
+2! Oh, right, because it's +1 for every enemy unit within 12.
Yes.
And that's within 12. This is within 12. My Lord of Blights is not. And so your 6 would go down to 5, but you're +2, so 7, you can't fail. So looking at the objective here, it states that we're supposed to do this at the start of the 3rd battle round, not at the end. Oh my goodness! Yeah, we made a mistake there. But as long as we both agree that it's a mistake, then we know that it's a lie.
Therefore, we're going to do it at the end because that's what we're choosing to do in this game.
Yeah, you can't tell us.
We can't tell us what. Yeah, that's just how it's going to happen now. It would have affected where we put our units, but we were both affected by that.
Exactly. So
So
it turns out the same.
It turns out the same advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah.
So we're going to roll a die now to see where the comet lands. For this, we will be rolling the massive Nurgle dice. It is the massive dice. Look at the size difference here. Okay, that's a difference. And so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you ready for it? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. It is back here in this corner where there is very little left. And I look at the look on your face, and you don't like how it's close to the Glotkin.
Mm-mm.
That's it's not good for business for you.
No,
But your army moves faster than mine.
it's true.
There is that.
Yeah.
So we will go on to roll to see who has the first in turn 4. Let's roll to see. You get a 4, so I need a 4 or greater. I get a 4. I win ties. I'm going to choose to go first. Beginning of Maggotkin, turn 4, battle round 4, cycle of corruption. We have unnatural vitality. Add 2 inches to the move characteristics of Nurgle units. And that's where we see the reaction, Desmond. And this perfect timing because they need to move over here. The Blight Kings need to move over onto the objective, onto the comet, so that couldn't be more perfect timing. For contagion points, I have 3 feculent gnarl maws, none of which have any enemy units within 3 of it. And I have 4 contagion points for my side here, not having any of your units on my deployment zone. So I'm going to add 4 plus 3 d3 for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. I'm going to spend 7 contagion points for 5 plague bearers, put them within 12 inches, some of them within 12 inches of the feculent gnarl maw, which places them exactly right there, which means they're holding the objective. Mm-hmm. So that's what I love about Maggotkin. You can bring in these guys at the opportune moment and make it so it's perfect. Perfect timing, perfect. Just for a moment here, going back to this Gorgon, he's got a special ability called Swallow Whole,
Yes.
which allows him to basically pick up an enemy model within an inch of him after he's made his attacks and swallow him whole. And it's on a roll before up.
Because it's against their wound characteristics. So
Oh, it's
it would
against
be-
their wound characteristics.
Yes.
So because I have 4 wounds.
Exactly.
Well, it's against. So is it a wound? So is it a 5 or 6 then? If it's
No,
against?
it's equal to or greater than. So it would be
Equal to
4.
or greater. Okay, so on a 4. Okay, so because it's a learning, because it's your first time fielding the army, and my first time fighting against them, let's go ahead and do that.
Nope.
Okay, so it didn't happen. It wouldn't have happened anyway. But just so we all know and try to remember. Hero phase, I'm going to spend a command point on the Glotkin's command ability, which enables the +1 attack to melee weapons for units within 14 inches of him, for Nurgle units, and he's going to do that right now. Glotkin is now going to try to cast Blades of Putrefaction on the Putrid Blight Kings right in front of him. Getting a 6, does not make it. And he might as well try to do Arcane Bolt here on these guys, because, you know, death and killing. So here we go. Getting a 9.
Yep.
That's enough for 1 mortal wound. And that takes out
Okay.
the banner. Now rolling for Virulent Discharge, because it's actually a thing now. So, meaning that you're within range where it makes a difference, and I'm wounded. So, for the Putrid Blight Kings, I'm rolling for myself. If I roll a 6, I heal D3 wounds. I don't. Now rolling for you, because you're within 3 of me, for your, what are they called? Bulgors, that's it. So here we go. Getting a, no, not getting a 6. Now on to the movement phase. Going to move these Putrid Blight Kings. Now because of the cycle of corruption, I add 2 inches to their movement, so they're a total of 6 inches. And I'm also going to run them. And I will add an inch to the run move because of their Sonorous Toxin. So it's their dice, +1, 5, so 11 inches. The Glotkin will now move. And I moved him up 10 inches because of the +2 movement for him. And he's now within range to shoot his shooting attack at your Beast Lord there. Putrid Blight Kings on this side of the board, I'm going to move and run them. 6, oh, would you look at that, +1. So they run 7 and they move 6, so 13. Now for my Lord of Blights, he's going to come up and he's going to make a difference here. So he's going to run as well. I just realized that by running, I gave up my shooting. But I'm okay with this because they don't normally shoot. Plus, I really want to see some corn carnage. Now it's time for charges. I'm going to charge the Lord of Blights in first. He gets a 6. So he's going to swing around and attack you from behind. The Bulgors. And now my Putrid Blight Kings will roll for a charge. Getting a 7. Would you look at that? So I'm going to choose to attack with my Putrid Blight Kings against your Bulgors. I think that makes the most sense. Yeah, let's do that because you'll really hurt me. For their blighted weapons, hitting you on 3s and looking for those 6s and getting 2. 2d6 additional hits, getting 5. Okay, I will accept it. Now wounding on 3s. Getting 10 wounds again, -1 rend.
6 up.
6 up to save. Getting 1 for 9 wounds.
Alright. This guy.
Taking off your banner.
And this guy.
Alright, so my guess is that just your champions left?
Yeah, he has 1 wound on him.
Okay. I do need to mention that I am just outside of 3 inches of your Doom Bull, so he may not fight this round. Now this Bulgor, coming in, you're going to pile into my Blight Kings over here. You got 1 champion there versus my 3. With his horns attacks, he's hitting on 4s and wounding on 4s. That's a wound. No rend on the horns, but there is a -1 to my save because of your Herdstone. So I'm a 5 up save for this. Don't make it. How much damage?
1 damage.
1 damage. So I'm going down to 1. And he has 3 Great Axe attacks.
Huh.
Oh no! These hit on 4s.
Yep.
And they all miss. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Lord of Blights with his bubonic hammer and 3 attacks against your Bulgor. So hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s. That's 3 wounds. And that's a -1 to that, so you're a 6 up save. 2 damage apiece. And you got just enough to kill.
Just enough.
So that's all of your units. So I'll attack with these Putrid Blight Kings against this last Bulgor here. And I got the 9 attacks. So hitting on 3s. And 6s are additional. So, okay, well that's good. Now wounding on 3s. 7 wounds. How Nurgle of them. It is -1, so you're a 6 up save.
You did.
And 5 wounds is enough to kill him. Beginning of the Beast of Chaos, turn 4. Because of Creatures of the Storm, that's your Allegiance ability.
One of them, yes.
One of them, you're able to move your Thunderstorm? Thunderscorn units, which are your Dragon Ogres?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
the Shaggoth?
Yes.
Awesome. So that's a D6 movement.
Yep.
Dragon Ogres move 4 inches. And they're just going to move up slightly. That's good. And for your Shaggoth, D6, moving 6. That's good. And he goes forward. Perfect. Now it's time for the Beasts of Chaos to summon some stuff with their Primordial Call, which is really cool. I've never seen this before. Neither of you. Awesome. So we just both looked through the rules here. So you collect a Primordial Call point, 1 per phase, or 1 per turn basically. So you have 4 right now. And you're also able to earn more by sacrificing a unit within this appropriate range of your Herdstone, which they are. I think it's 3 inches. And so it's D3 mortal wounds that they suffer.
Yes.
So you're choosing to do that?
I am, on the Dragon Ogres.
On the Dragon Ogres. Okay, 2, not bad. Now they have 5 wounds, so they go down to 3.
Yep.
And also in the hero phase, we're going to use the Shaggoth's Summon Lightning ability to heal D3 wounds on the Dragon Ogres, but it's a casting value of 7. Let's see if you get it. You get it. So D3 wounds healed. That's 3, so
Hey.
you get your wounds back. Would you look at that? On to the movement phase now. The Bestigors are going to run because they can... Oh, look at that. They can move and run and charge, which is actually really good because I'm holding this objective. I'm holding the Comet right now, and you want to be able to get them in there. So this is very good for you. And there they are. Beast Lord will move up. He's pretty ballsy, man.
He is.
Yeah. Your Shaggoth, he's going to move and run as well. 3 inches.
11.
11.
Yeah.
Ooh. Now can he charge after running?
He cannot.
He cannot, okay. Dragon Ogres will move and run. An extra inch.
Yeah.
And your Gorgon will also run. 4.
12.
For a total of 12 inches. Oh, I'm feeling it now. I want your Gorgon to charge my Glutkin. I think that would be a fun battle. Now coming over here to this side of the battlefield, your other Gorgon will move.
Yeah, stay outside of 3 inches,
All right,
basically.
outside of 3.
He's just going to
And your Doom Bull,
get within, not within 3, but
just outside of
just
3.
outside of 3.
End of your movement phase, time for summoning. With your primordial points, you had 6 in total. You were able to spend 3 and 3, 1 for a unit of Ungors and 1 for a spawn.
Yes.
So you got the spawn right here, which is really good because, again, the objective. So all of us are just surrounding this comet, which makes sense. And then we have the Ungors. No shooting, on to combat. Which one would you like to charge in first? Starting with the Doom Bull. Getting an 8. Oh, Korn wants it. So you're charging both units then?
Why not?
Okay. And now, your big guy with this 3. Oh, you just barely make it in. Oh, awesome. Your Beast Lord, he's going to charge. 7? I think Nurgle wants it.
Oh, yeah.
Glotkin?
I think so, yeah.
He's going to do it.
Show me what you got.
Your Bestigors getting a 9. And they've made it in, and you are focusing on the Putrid Blight Kings. And the Bestigors have not engaged the Plague Bearers in this combat. You're choosing to fight with your Bestigors are going to be attacking the Blight Kings here, and you're just piling in. This is your first combat. So I will note that the Bestigors gain their Despoiler's special rule, which allows them to add 1 to their hit rolls for attacks made by the unit that target enemy units with 10 or more models. And this Putrid Blight King unit happens to have 10 models. So you get to add 1 to your hit rolls. Adding 1 attack as well, because of your Bestial Charge rule, making 3 attacks each. But your big guy gets another attack because he's a big deal. That's your Gouge Horn. Despoiler axes are hitting on 4s.
3s?
On 3s now, because Despoilers. I just finished reading that, literally. I'm going to point out, because of that, it's an additional 6 hits. 3s to wound. 9 wounds on me, -1 rend. I'm outside of the Herd Stone, so it is only -1 to my save, so I'm a 5-up save here. Making 2. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is perfect because my leader dies and then 2 wounds on another guy.
Yes.
So my leader's at the very back. He's going to die, and my next guy there, he'll probably never see the light of combat, so he's going to be wounded as well. I'll attack next with my Putrid Blight Kings against your Doom Bull. 15 attacks, hitting on 3s, looking for 6s, getting 5. I gotta get your reaction to that because that's good.
That's no bueno.
Let's roll these dice. It's 5d6 additional hits there. Wounding on 3s now. 21 wounds at -1 rend, giving you a
5-up.
5-up save, and you're just gonna pull them. Okay, all right. That was 21 wounds. Okay. And Desmond, you're going next with your Beast Lord.
Yes.
All right, he's attacking the Glotkin. Now I'm going to roll for the horrific opponent special rule that the Glotkin has. I'm supposed to do this at the start of combat, but I'm just doing it now because we're resolving this. And it didn't affect anything else. If it did affect other things, then it would have mattered, such as your Bestigors, but they're outside of 7 inches. So basically what the rule says is, for enemy units within 7, I roll 2d6, and I compare it against the bravery, and if I get higher than your bravery, you're -1 to your hit rolls. So I get 9, so you're -1 to hit me.
Yeah.
Paired Man Ripper Axes. 6 attacks hitting on 4s now instead of 3s.
Rerolling ones.
Rerolling 1s. Okay, so rerolling a couple 1s there and getting 2 hits.
3 hits altogether.
Hitting on 4s instead of 3s. Wounding on 3s. Yeah, it's 2 wounds.
AP.
AP -1 plus within range of Hearthstone, so -2 to my save. So I'm a 6-up save right now, and I get nothing. So 2 wounds go through, and then 1 damage apiece. So my 18 goes down to 16.
Ooh.
I'll roll for these Putrid Blight Kings now. They're gonna pile in. They might as well pile in like this. They are hitting on 3s. I get a 6 in there, so I'm gonna see how many. So I get a 6 for the additional hits. And wounding on 3s. For 7 wounds. I should just know that it's going to be 7 because of Nurgle.
Every time.
So many times. AP -1. 6-up save for you. 1, so 6 go through. And next up, you got your Gorgon attack in my Putrid Blight Kings. And you're -1 attack now because of the bracket that I dropped you.
Yes.
4 Butchering Blades attacks, and you're hitting on 3s. And you're wounding on 3s. Getting 2. So you are -2 for the save, because it's -1 for the Hearthstone, and another 1 for the weapon. So I got a 6-up save for these. And I made 1 of them. And 1 goes through for a flat 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So that kills a Putrid Blight King, and 1 other one is wounded, so this guy has 3 left. Now you're Slavering Maw with 1 attack, hitting on 4. That's a miss. And now you're going to try to swallow one of these guys whole, and that is a 4-up, and he doesn't. You know what's funny? I think that I forgot to shoot the Glotkin's Pestilent Torrent at the at the Beast Lord. But that's okay, because he's going to probably take him out in close combat now. Gurk's Flailing Tentacle now. We got 6 attacks, 7 because of the Lord of Nurgle command trait, or command ability that I spent a command point on to gain an additional attack. So I'm hitting you on 4s with this. It's 5 hits. Wounding on 2s. That is 4 wounds. 6-up save. Oops. Making none, so he's done, because that's 2 damage apiece.
Yes.
And now for my Putrid Blight Kings over here, I'm just going to go ahead and pile them in. Now the Putrid Blight Kings get +1 to their attacks because of the command ability that the Glotkin got off. So there are 4 attacks apiece. There are 7 in base contact, very Nurgly of them, and they're hitting on 3s, and 6s are what we're looking for. So in all that, I got 3 6s, so I'm going to roll for those now, and I get an additional 12. 29 hits in total. Now I'm going to wound you on 3s. That's 16 wounds, -1 rend, 5 up.
Oh, no.
Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, that's the squad dead. And Khorne is happy. And on that note, Desmond is agreeing to call it, so Epic Handshake is extended. Thank you very much for that. And Vault members, click on the link below for the discussion for this game, because we're going to go into an in-depth discussion on the Beast of Chaos, and also on this list and the battalion and everything else that happened in this mission. So thank you very much, guys, for that. Stay tuned.